What's going on, guys? In this video today, I'm going to be telling you exactly why Tesla is a stock you should wholeheartedly be looking into and why it has the greatest investment story of our generation. Let's get into this video, guys. So before we get started, guys, do not forget, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, subscribe, follow, like the page, like the channel, whatever you're on. Engage with this content, guys. It's a real easy way to help support a small creator like myself. What we're doing this channel, guys, we're doing documentation of my financial journey. We've literally grown over the last 4 years, guys, from $8,000 all the way up to over $200,000. As much as we're invested in Tesla, that sucker can jump up to about 250, all the way back down to about 200,000. So as a recent video has mentioned, we sold a little bit of our Tesla shares, sold about 85-ish or whatever, so we can get a Tesla Model Y for our family. Very much so excited about that. But as I'm about to share with you guys today about why Tesla is the most important investment, especially in our portfolio, and I believe of our generation, we're still even today adding shares at what it jumped to, which was about 608, and even at 590, we added a little bit of shares today. And of course, as volatile as Tesla always is, it ended up jumping itself back up to about the 610s, 620s, and we'll end up seeing where it closes out here in the next 9 minutes, and then we're going to be having some fun in the aftermarkets. Not in the sense that I'm day trading or anything like that, because, man, I'm going to be real with you. Selling those some of our Tesla shares, because we were at 385, and we sold about 85 of them to get our Tesla Model Y. It hurt, because I hope you'll get some of my conviction through this video, is that I really firmly believe that once Tesla executes, regardless of the timeline, because I'm looking at 5 to 10 years from now, especially in 10, when you look at the timeline about what they're going to execute on, from robotaxi network to battery storage, energy production through solar, right? As it starts to be more accepted and more affordable and getting onto more homes, energy arbitrage through their vehicles that you're going to be able to do. Like, the possibilities are endless. And I think the biggest one is robotaxi network. But if it's just between, you and me, it's actually the Tesla Cybertruck. That's selfishly, not from like a financial perspective about what I'm investing in, but the Cybertruck is something that I'm just wholeheartedly excited about. And in fact, guys, from this video, as we grow on our YouTube channel or even on our Facebook, guys, any proceeds that we get are going to be reinvested into Tesla and getting us closer to being ready for my Tesla Cybertruck once it's actually created. So anyways, guys, jumping a little bit further into this video, Tesla is a company that is extremely volatile. You're going to see people that either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. And it's a company that I would encourage people to be involved with, not necessarily to invest in, because I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You do what you feel like you need to do. This is just me documenting and sharing my opinion and my thoughts. But Tesla has taught us so much over the last 4 years. From quite literally how to emotionally handle watching a stock price go really high and then also really low. In fact, one of the biggest things that I learned, not just from observing and thinking what I should have done, but more of an aspect of like being proud of my own conviction in Tesla as a company, that I remember back when I was buying a little bit at like $360 a share. This is pre-split. So you could divide that by 5. You'll come out to the math yourself. In fact, I'll go ahead and throw it up like literally right here. But my brain is like a little fried from today. More so from yesterday, to be honest with you. Dealing with a little bit of an injury from jiu-jitsu that it's got me a little sad, because I got to take my foot off the pedal a little bit. But anyways, we're buying a little bit at $360, right? And this is pre-split. Okay, so throwing that number right back up there. That's about what the price was compared it to now. But good old Elon, right? And Elon's been really fun to watch, because he's had such improvement as a CEO, from his timelines to sandbagging a little bit more on him, and just in how he communicates, right? He's not the stereotypical CEO, and he comes off as very genuine. Obviously, he's very intuitive, and he's phenomenal, right? But there was a time when he made a tweet talking about taking the company private at $420. $420, right? You can use your imagination with that number. In fact, he confirmed it later on that he just threw that number out there because he, was with his girlfriend. He loved it. But anyways, as you would imagine, that caused the stock to go woo quite a bit down. And at the time, like I think we had like a couple $1,000s in it, which was a lot to us, right? And here's the thing: what's expensive or what's a lot of money is relative, and to us it was a lot. I wanted to sell and hop out was my initial gut reaction and response, but you know I had different things in my head from like this guy I follow. His name's Jeremy. He's his YouTube channel is called Financial Education. Absolutely phenomenal. So between him and like Warren Buffett, they always talked about like buying the dips, right? And short term, whatever the price is kind of irrelevant, right? It'd be like somebody, if you worry about the day-to-day price changes of the stock, it's like you worrying about somebody standing in your front yard and screaming random prices about what your house is worth, right? Like long term is what it matters. And man, we were lucky enough to stay in the stock, and we bought a lot more at 180, 179, I think is as low as what we got it at. And then as things progressed, things got a little bit better, a little bit better. You know, got through the SEC hurdles and fun. But this stock has been fought against so wholeheartedly from the mainstream media and just really the investing community in general. It was the most shorted stock in the stock market. And so much, like, I hate to use this term because the political implications that come with it, but the kind of fake news that surrounded this stock and how they would frame stories about this company that were absolutely false. Fast forwarding my belief in the next 5 or 10 years, this will be the most important company in the world. Definitely one of them. But when I think about it and I dream ahead, I see it as the most important and most impacting on mankind, especially. When you look at battery storage, right? Energy storage, literally getting rid of blackouts. When you look at the ability of people to be able to produce and store their own energy, doing energy arbitrage with their Tesla vehicles, literally having vehicles that have next to no maintenance outside of connecting to Wi-Fi, having software updates. And then when you take it a step further, the pretty much only maintenance you have is on your tires, you know? The products are better, big jumps from the combustion vehicle, and these cars are going to be driving themselves. I will say the only thing I'm not excited about is owning a vehicle and it potentially having no steering wheel. Like, I enjoy the driving experience. Now, I'm probably going to sound like a boomer at a later point because, like, here's the thing. Like, until we experience it, we know what that's like. It's going to be interesting. Like, I may enjoy that time that I get in my car to my own thoughts, watching whatever video, movie, playing games while the car drives myself. And it's going to be safer. Like, it's going to change so much of our world that it's going to be a fun ride. And from now until then, anytime Tesla pulls back a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit. Now, whether that's fractional shares, like, you know, 25% of a share here, 25% of a share there, or we just buy like 10,000 shares, you know, depending upon how big a pullback would be. Because, as much as this stock has jumped, one bit of false framing of news that comes out maybe with an earnings call could cause the stock to to get pummeled. Man, speaking is so hard sometimes, but it could cause it to get pummeled. And how you have to look at those is not, oh my gosh, look how much money I lost, right? It's look at this buying opportunity. Because if the fundamentals of the company don't change, you need to continue. I would encourage you to consider to continue to invest and stick with your conviction and stick with it. Anyways, guys, this is a Growing Wealth channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. I'm really trying to find my groove in posting consistent content. I want to be able to show where we're at, not just from a standpoint of making content so it can be entertaining, maybe slightly educational, so you can learn from my mess ups, but also from a documentary. I want to be able to document. I don't know why I can't say documentary. Anyways, guys, I'm from Missouri. Go easy on me. But I want to be able to document Jiminy Christmas, my journey, so I can go back and see and know what I was thinking, what was happening, what decisions I made. Because I could tell you what I was doing 4 and 3 years ago, guys, when I started investing, but the picture's not as clear. It's a little murky, right? But the beautiful thing about YouTube is this video is never going to leave, and I can always go back to it, and so can you. So I hope you guys enjoy joining me on this journey, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.